I loved my husband very much. I was behind him like a stone wall. We got married for great love. We were just perfect for each other. When we met, he showered me with flowers, expensive gifts, took me to restaurants. We got married, but he kept giving me flowers, picking me up at work, sometimes with flowers, sometimes with small gifts. It was very pleasant. The women at work gasped and groaned with emotion. How sweet it all was. Some were envious and looked at me with dislike. How lucky I am, they say, with my husband. Coffee in bed, he cooked dinner himself. So kind, gentle, but it was possible to attach it directly to the wound. I trusted him. He was reliable. Darling, can we go out of town, to the river, fry a barbecue, catch a fish? I screamed with joy. How I loved going to the river with him, just the two of us. We took a fishing rod, although we had it only for beauty. For some reason it was a pity for the fish. And why did we need it? But one day I began to notice that my husband became somewhat absent-minded, often looking at one point. He brought other people's smells home. No, my husband can't cheat on me. I am a beautiful, thoroughbred woman. I do not go home in a washed dressing gown. I do not wear a combed ponytail. Always cooked, fried, always in a good mood. My husband is well groomed, even likes it when I give him a pedicure myself. I clean his wings, so to speak. Demachka, let's go somewhere for the weekend. To the river, to the forest, wherever you want. No, I don't want to. I'm tired at work. Listen, my dear, if you want, go for a walk with your friends, go shopping. Have a great time. Dim, what kind of friends? I wanted to be with you. Did something happen to you? Are there any problems at work? No, I'm fine. I'm just tired, I'm sorry. He was lying on the couch and looking at something on the phone. Well, okay, I'm going to the store. Why sit at home? And after getting dressed, I left the apartment. I decided not to take the car. I'll take a walk. I was thinking about my husband all the way. I understand that something is wrong. Something happens, but the husband does not admit it. I've already checked his phone, although I'm ashamed to remember it, but I did it. There's nothing there. I met him from work, nothing. I slept at home on weekends. I hoped that it seemed to me that I felt sorry for myself. I'm jealous because I love you, and he won't find me anywhere better. When I came home from the store, happy with my purchases, I found my husband somewhat confused. He looked like a naughty boy. Oh, you've already come so fast. What do you mean fast? I wasn't there. I looked at my watch. It's been gone for 2 hours, and I probably fell asleep. But the time flew by quickly, and Dima went to the kitchen to make coffee. There was a strange smell in the apartment, barely perceptible. It's strange. I don't understand anything. What's going on? I'm going crazy along the way. After all, it's good. I tried not to pay attention to all this. And one day, I had to go to another city on a business trip for 3 days. I did the work in 2 days and returned home to my beloved one a day earlier. Strangely, the light was on, but no one met me. I called my husband, nothing. I went around the whole apartment, nothing. It was only near the balcony door that I heard voices. My husband spoke beautifully about love to Natasha, our neighbor on the balcony and on the playground. She worked with her husband and was my friend, faithful. Natasha was single, never married. She was an interesting young woman, without bad habits. So, I hear my friend telling her, Natasha, I love you very much. You save me from my sleepy, monotonous life. You know, I even know when my toilet will go small and big. Everything is on schedule. Her words were boring. She was boring with the same pleasing expression on her face. Got it? Got her permanent perfume. Got her sniffling when she sleeps. I got her ever-ready smile. And then I heard Natasha. You and I are together more than you are married to yours. You didn't marry me. You chose her. You even bought me an apartment nearby, to run to me through the balcony when she sleeps or takes a shower. How long will it last? Tell her everything. and cross the balcony to me once and for all. I wonder how your Mimra hasn't guessed for so many years." Hearing this, I was stunned. I stood there and didn't know what to do. This can't be happening. Although no, maybe I had my suspicions for a reason. I had to calm down and quickly jump out into the street before my husband entered the room. I had a day of business trips in stock, and I took advantage of it. I went to see a school friend, whom I rarely saw, but I really appreciated. I stayed the night with her. I told her everything under vodka. I probably just didn't think about my husband's betrayal before. I loved him so much, but I noticed it only when Natasha forced him to make the final decision to leave me. Of course, I was offended, nothing more. On a drunken head, I realized that nothing fatal had happened. Something happened that could happen in life. And for these thoughts, and for a sleepless night, I made a decision. At 5 o'clock in the evening, I was at home. The day before, I called my husband with a request to invite his colleague and our neighbor Natasha to dinner with us. She said I had a reason. Natasha came 10 minutes after my return from a business trip. My husband cooked dinner. They both asked me with surprise, "What is the reason? What kind of celebration?" I calmly stood up and raised my glass, and said in a surprisingly calm voice, "You are both the dearest people to me, my husband and my best friend. Tomorrow I'm flying to America, where my first love has been calling me for 5 years, and has been waiting for me, as it turned out. All these years, I called him yesterday. I already have a ticket in my hands." Both husband and girlfriend were sitting with their mouths open and surprised eyes. "I know about your relationship, and that's why I'm divorcing my husband and refusing to communicate with my now ex-girlfriend. You were the dearest people to me, and I didn't notice anything because I didn't want to notice. Now you don't exist for me. I heard your conversation yesterday and your desire to connect your lives. I will fulfill it, perhaps because there is a person in this world who loves me and who needs me. I take it all so easily. Goodbye." I packed my things and left, leaving a pre-written application for divorce to my husband. I flew to America. Several years of my new life have passed. I am the happiest woman. I didn't lie to them about my first love. He really is. She married him. He adores me. He brings coffee in the morning, cooks dinner himself, gives me gifts. He is very good and reliable. I'm behind him like behind a stone wall. We don't have neighbors. I don't have friends either. And why? We are happy together. And the ex-husband. But what about the ex-husband? He never married Natasha. They were doing well when through the balcony. And in another way, it became uninteresting. Constantly looking for meetings with me, writes to me in social networks, tries to call. My husband reacts to this with a smile. He knows my story of sad love. And Natasha sold her apartment a month later and moved to another city. She wasn't interested either.